All right, here's a little ACT math prep question. Kinetic energy K is calculated using the following formula, in which m equals mass and v equals velocity. So K equals 1/2 mv squared. So kinetic energy, I can't say kinetic energy equals 1/2 the mass times the velocity squared. Here's the question. So what is velocity in terms of the other variables? So what they want us to do here is to solve this equation for v. So we want to get v by itself. So the very first thing I would do is multiply both sides by 2. Now the benefit is this 2 is going to cancel with that. So I have 2k equals mv squared. And I am trying to solve for velocity. So I'm trying to get v by itself. So the next thing I'm going to do is to divide by m. The benefit of that is that the mass is going to cancel like this. So I have 2k over m equals v squared. So in a problem like this, you want to stay organized. And notice how I'm keeping everything kind of neat. I'm going straight down the page here. So the next thing is I don't want velocity squared. I want velocity. So I'm going to take the square root of both sides. Taking the square root of something squared will mean that those two things cancel, and I end up with v, because this gets v by itself, equals the square root of 2k over m. So this is my final answer. V equals the square root of 2k over m. Now I could simplify that a little further by rationalizing the denominator. Also, when you take the square root of both sides, you put plus or minus in the problem. But since I'm solving for velocity, I'm just going to keep it as a positive. And I noticed in the answer book, they didn't have positive and negative answers. So when you're taking the ACT test, it's multiple choice. And you want to look at the answers before you work the problem. And so when you look this up in the book, there are only positive answers, and this is what it's going to look like. So they didn't rationalize the denominator. So by reading the question and looking at the answers, you will avoid doing too much of the problem and save yourself some time, because you only have 60 minutes for 60 questions. So velocity equals the square root of 2k over m here. Anyway, so that's a little kinetic energy problem.